Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix Tremaine, and this is going to be my Tyler Perry's Ruthless review, episode 6, Lost. However, I'm going to try to make this short because this episode felt more like filler, so I'm not going to be long-winded about it. And if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have, thank you very much. Please hit that like button, because every time you hit that like button, lets YouTube know it's a good video for Tyler Perry reviews. Ruthless is a show that I have been enjoying. I especially like the tension that the show has had and leading up to from next episode to the next. This definitely feels like filler. We learned a little bit of new information, and there was one major thing that happened. However, and we got introduced to more characters, but Brian and the sheriff are not in this episode. I guess they're still riding to the Ragadushi, where we left them off at last episode. And what we had was, can I have a conversation with Tyler Perry? If you ever see this video, please let me just say this. Every black woman isn't this aggressive, I gotta have it my way type, in your face woman. We got that with Lynn in the first episode. Fine. But then Sarah turns around and does the exact same thing that Lynn does and goes running to the cult because it's her son's birthday and she hasn't heard from her husband. So she's like, hey, I'm coming anyway. And she tracks his watch there. And so she gets there and she's like, tell me you love me. Say my name. And I'm like, you've got this woman who's so aggressive and, she don't care whether he's undercover or not. She's going to go into a cult where she sees guys holding rifles and, basically demand to speak to Andrew, who sees her and gets up there and tries to let her know time to go. Are you safe? She might as well say, can I make you a sandwich? Like his mother or something who's worried about him and is trying to make sure the kids in school aren't picking on him. So it really blew my mind that is something that was really stupid. I really wish it was written differently. If what had to happen, I wish they would have taken that supermarket scene and had maybe Daikon or Andrew and somebody else in there with the girls, whatever, and then have her in the supermarket recognize her husband and try to speak with him, and then they come over, whatever, and then maybe she drops something, might be saying, oh, take this picture with you or something like that, and it falls on the floor. Anything could have happened, and they find it, and then he's busted. Something to that effect would make more sense. But as I said in the last video, it equates to a woman who's dating a DEA agent. He gets in deep undercover with a drug lord, and then she decides, oh, I gotta see him whether he's with this drug lord or not, and because I need answers. So I really hated that part of the story. It made no sense to me. It may have pushed the storyline along in the end because they found the tracking device and the picture of her and his kid, and so Daikon at the end of the episode is like, look, I got this, I'll handle this. So I guess we deal with that with the next 2-3 episodes. But I really thought that was stupid. It annoyed the hell out of me. Ruth convinced Martha that Tally should get another chance. Andrew won't talk to Ruth. Of course, Ruth could have said, I know you got Tally pregnant and we got his full attention, but she didn't do that. So then we got this weird moment where the sheriff deputy that was being rude or whatever to Brian, whether he may or may not be gay, and he has this weird moment with this deli clerk, and then who ends up getting one of the girls in trouble, and the guy's like, she needs to be punished. Another worker overhears. Then they get into some S&M joke conversation. And I'm like, we ain't need none of that. Unless there are going to be major characters coming down the line, that was just filler. That's felt like filler. Cynthia and Lynn have this conversation where Cynthia implies when she learns about the drugs and the rape and everything that they may have had a past with drugs in the past before she met Brian, and so that gives us more indication of why Lynn has basically is like a drug addict who is falling off the wagon, and she calls Daikon, and Daikon's like, you want to give everything up? You know, you can come on over. And she hesitates, so he's like, oh, you're not ready yet. He's sort of annoyed at the end of the call. But what we got to know information-wise was that Daikon said that he was in jail with the highest. That's how they met. Daikon used to be a gangbanger. And, you know, it just went from there. So he didn't give any more details than that. She even asked if Daikon and Highest had sex. That's when one of the reasons why he got annoyed and just wanted to end the conversation, and she still wanted to talk to him, saying how great his voice is. And so, you know, he's giving her his best panty dropper voice and said, well, you can call back when you call back, and I may or may not answer. So now she's all thirsty. And so that was pretty much the end. Sarah called Malcolm and said that she saw Andrew. He's like, was he compromised? And she's like, no. And then we see the next scene's compromised. So that was it. I don't even have that many notes in here. I'm not going to talk about getting Tally to sing for the children. I'm already pissed now that I've binge watched The Oval, and I'll have all 12 episodes reviewed. The Oval is actually a good show. Looking forward to coming back in a few weeks. But you know, I'm mad about Tally. I'm mad now that I know and have seen for myself how Tally ends, and I now know that Ruthless is actually happening while The Oval is happening. You know, I have a better insight. But yeah, my favorite character on the show doesn't make it through Oval. So, which is what y'all been telling me in the comment section. But anyway, that's it. I didn't want this to be a long video. I'm very disappointed in this episode. Felt like filler. I'm looking forward to the next episode. And another thing, I'll end it with this. The episode begins with sexual situations, language, and violence. None of that's in there. There's no bad language. There's no sexual situations. And there's no violence. So thank you for watching Phoenix Tremaine. And hopefully when I watch Ruthless episode 7, I'll have a better review where I can say, woo, go watch the show. But we've had 5 good episodes and 1 filler, which is decent. Let's make sure episode 7 is not a filler either. So thank you for watching. I'm Phoenix Tremaine, and I'll catch you in the next video.